Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10. Down at the 33. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Deontay Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have cut the lead back down to 2. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Point after, right down the middle. And this is now a 1-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
And I believe that that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Lawrence will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but when he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Deontay Johnson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 16-yard touchdown, and the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hands it off out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence. They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's a pickup of 46 yards. That's good for a Lions. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And a lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lawrence. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Lawrence. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
Patterson's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On play action, they'll throw. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And pass caught, it's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33.
It's a gain of 48 yards. That's good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That is caught. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
From the gun, here's Swift. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They'll drop to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll look to throw. Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Swift. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jamal Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jaguars 34. Jack Fox kicking off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
51 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Lawrence will throw. Shoves him away. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
The ball carried by the wide receiver. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. You got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Got it. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Let's go. X3. 2-2, jump.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. You have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Here we go on 4th down. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Robinson, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
The Jaguars will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Back to throw, Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
3rd down and 6.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
46-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
Let's go now.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal, because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Detroit, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.